Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today, inshallah, we will explain how to add a delay or a timer or a countdown to our game. For example, if we want to add a counter or a countdown once the player hit on a button or a new game, for example, let us learn how to add that, and then let us learn how to show that counter on the screen. First of all, I'm going to put it on once the player, as I said, once the player hits on a new game, I want the system, the engine to wait for a few seconds and then load the first level. So in order to do that, I need to go to the main menu script. And here inside it, I need to define a variable for the countdown. So here, public int count down equal, for example, 4. I wanted to count down from 4 to 0, 4 seconds. And then here, I need to create a new function, enumerator, I, E, let me call it countdown, the C capital, to make it different from the variable. Count down, two parentheses, and begin and end, curly brackets. Here between them, I want to check whenever the countdown variable here is above 0, I want to make the system wait for 1 second to make the countdown. So here, what I need to do, I need to write while the countdown greater than 0. What I want to do, I want to make the system wait for 1 second first. So here, yield, return, new, wait for second, and here not the count down, 1F for 1 second. And down here, I need to reduce the countdown. So what is going to happen when I execute this function? The system will wait for 1 second, and then the countdown will be reduced as 1, will be reduced from 1. So the first time, the system will wait for 1 second, and then the count minus minus means the countdown will be, instead of 4, will be 3. Again, wait for 1 second, and then instead of 3 will be 2. And that's how can I create the count down. But I need to call this function. So I need to call this function to be executed. So here inside the function new game, I linked it to the button, new game button. Before I added here to the loading new, the first level. I'm going to put it here for now. And instead of that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call that function, and inside that function, after the countdown finishes, I'm going to load the scene. How can I do that? Here inside the function, let me get rid of that. I need to start coroutine, and then inside it, I need to call the function I have here. So between the parentheses, I need to write the function and semicolon at the end. So here, when the player or the user click on a new game, the function that's going to be executed is the countdown. The enumerator, we execute it like this. We start with writing start coroutine and then the name of our function. Inside it, we have a countdown. How can I load the new level? I want to use the if statement to check whether the count not greater than equal 0. If the countdown become 0, I want to load the new level. And that's how we can add the counter or the countdown or the timer or the delay. Let me click on save. And let me go back here to the game. Okay, let me check the script now. Here I have the script, as you see. I have the countdown variable. I can check it. Let me click on play now. If I click, you can see the counter. And that's how I can add a counter. If I want to show the counter on the screen, the first thing I need to add, let me select the canvas and then game object, UI, text mesh pro. Let me put it here, for example. And let me change the color, make it bold. And then I don't need to add a text inside it. I'm going to make it empty. And here, let me make the alignment to center. And let me go back to the code, main menu. Here, I need to define a new variable for the text. So here, public text mesh pro UG UI. And let me name it count text and semicolon. What I need to do here inside the countdown, after or before the countdown, it depends. Here, what I need to do, I need to write the text. So here, I need to call the variable I defined here, count text dot text equal countdown dot string to convert it to string. And that's how I can add the timer to the screen. Let me click on save and go back. Let me hit on play. Okay, before that, first thing, let me reduce the volume level for the mouse over and the click. And here, what I need to do, I need to go click on the main menu script. I need to attach the text to it. And then I can click on play. Here I have the counter. And then it's going to work. And this is how we can add a counter or a delay or a wait. We can use it for any purposes we want. We just need to call the countdown function anywhere we want. Here, if the counter equals 00 inside it, we can put anything. We can disable, destroy an object, check it, add a new object by setting active. We can do many things by using the countdown I already explained to you. That's it for today, and see you next tutorial, inshallah.